Okay, well, welcome back to BRMC's Healthy Connections. Estella, we were talking about with Lend a Hand the events that are going to go on Tuesday, October 25th. And this is an all-day event starting at 6 a.m. in the morning.
That's correct.
Okay, what's going on at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Since most people will be up and getting ready for work, we are working with KTLO and KCTT. I think those are the right letters.
You got the right call letters.
We're doing a radiothon from 6 o'clock in the morning till noon. And during this time, we're going to be asking the public to call in and pledge a donation to the Lend a Hand campaign. Now, during this period of time, we will also have some individuals come in and share their stories. We'll be having visitors stop by. We have some individuals that want to surprise us with their donation. We don't know how much it's going to be, but we think it'll be big. Yes. So throughout that period of time, you'll be hearing a lot about the houses and the difference they've made in our community. So we hope you'll tune into those two radio stations and be part of our radiothon.
So that's going to go on from 6 a.m. till noon.
Correct.
And then isn't there something going on, Cindy, in the Lagerborg dining room?
In the hospital, yes. We're going to have 10 people every single hour manning phones. They're going to be calling
9 in the morning
till 6 at night.
Okay.
They're going to be calling their friends, their family, all looking for support for these houses. And it doesn't take a large donation. We get quite a few in. Those numbers add up quite a bit. So we're going to have games and prizes for everybody that's participating there. They're just going to have a great time. Then a little bit after that, beginning at 11 o'clock, is when we do have our open houses. Come on up to the hospital. You won't be able to help but see the tents. We'll have huge tents set up and lots of room for people to sit and enjoy their lunch.
So just if you're not familiar with where the houses are, number one, the tents will be a huge giveaway.
That's right.
But they are across from the Klein Emergency Center. There's a parking lot, which most of you are familiar with if you've ever come into the hospital. It's the houses right there. They're all clearly marked, starting with Peitz at the top, as I say, and Schliemann further down at the bottom. You get a little exercise as you're going up and down. Go through the houses. They're wonderful.
And Donna, one of the things that we'll do that day to help our guests and the people who need to be at the hospital, we will be closing off that parking lot. So all those cars will need to go somewhere. But we will have buses and the shuttles running around, and the parking lot that's over there by the hospice office, that whole lot, there'll be 2 First United Methodist Church buses that will bring people up to the area where we're having the tent set up. And then also early in the morning, they'll be taking at 7 o'clock, those employees that get here, the shuttles will start and the buses will start at 7, so they'll even be able to take folks on up to their entryway into the hospital, since they'll really having to park far away. And then the parking lot across the street from the back side of the Medical Arts, where the helicopter sits, that will be a big parking lot, and so also we'll have transportation running through that. And then when the phone-a-thon ends at 6, everybody can lace up their tennis shoes, because that's when the 5K starts. Is that right, Cindy?
That's right.
You have a poster there?
I do. Let me take this down.
And this will be a great event. People can come and run. They can walk.
You gonna run?
I believe I'll be walking.
Okay, I'll be walking too.
And we do have a chip timing for this. So, people that want to come and find out how fast they've gone, which a lot of our runners, they want to know that exact second. And, with chip timing, you don't have to go off right when the starting gun goes off, because it times exactly from the time you leave the start line till you get to the finish line.
Okay, that's a real professional. Let's see if I can get this here, get the glare out of there. There we go. Lend a hand, touch a life. 5K, fun run walk. I love it.
And it will be all around the hospital area, in throughout the neighborhoods. About as flat of ground as we can get. There are still a couple hills, but it'll just be wonderful. Everybody will be out there having a great time.
Okay. And there'll be tables there for them to come and register.
That's right.
Yes.
What time should they come for registration?
5 o'clock registration, but they can also register online.
Okay.
And we have registration forms available a lot of places around Mountain Home, a lot of the fitness centers. We've got them available in the foundation office. There's a lot of ways to register.
So on the, I know that they can go to the Baxter Regional Hospital website and click on Lend a Hand, will take them, or go to the Hospital Foundation website, either way, and the Lend a Hand information is there, as well as the registration for the 5K.
And that website is baxterregionalhospitalfoundation.org.
And the race will start at 6. So we feel like most people will be gathered back around the 7 o'clock time. Well, then after all this day activities are over, it's time to celebrate.
All right.
Because at the end of the day, we want to, we have a goal of $150,000 to raise that day. So hopefully, at the end of the day, the radiothon people will be there to make their presentation. The phonathon people will be there. We'll know what we have from the businesses. We'll know what we have from the neighborhood walks. And everybody will, kind of like they did on the Jerry Lewis telethon, everybody brings in their results. And we'll keep track, and we will celebrate our success that evening.
And it will
we'll
be
have
a
hors d'oeuvres,
success.
we'll have things
to
munch on that evening, and we'll have tables, we'll have lights under the tent, so we'll be ready.
That's wonderful. What an exciting day for the entire community, and we can't encourage it enough to please come and attend this. If you've not had the opportunity, as I say, to go through the houses to see what they do for the Twin Lakes areas, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I know that we're one of the few areas in the entire country that have all 4 houses in one location. There's a few houses of cancer houses throughout the country.
There's 17.
Yeah,
throughout
17.
The country.
Okay. Once again, always amazing. Here in Mountain Home, it's all right in our own backyard, but the funding needs to be there for it to continue. So please come out, and if someone approaches you or you at your home during the neighborhood walks, please, anything that you can give is greatly appreciated.
We want to make sure that these houses continue to provide all the services that they do now for a long, long time, and have those services be free.
Absolutely.
And that's why we do what we do, to continue to raise the dollars to keep those doors open.
Keep them open. I think of the number of times I've talked to various caregivers. This is the scenario of the husband is not well, the wife is taking care of him, although perhaps with her own health it may be so difficult. They come to a caregiver program through the Mruk Family Center on Aging. They're taught how to lift a patient properly and carefully so they don't injure themselves, injure the patient. They just learn so much, and they find out all the resources so that they can do for themselves and for their loved one. So, I mean, there's just so many programs. I always think of Teen Girls Night Out. And
that's always a fun event.
Oh, it's such fun down at the Schliemann Center for Women's Health Education, and you watch these young girls with usually pretty low self-esteem walk through the door for this evening of building up their confidence, building up everything that what they're feeling inside that they share with others, and they walk out the door, and you just watch their body language and
totally
the confidence. They're laughing. They've made friends while they were there,
and they know somebody cares.
And they know somebody cares, and that's something that's universal with all 4 houses. That's what they're there for. Somebody cares.
Right.
So,
and that's the reaction with an awful lot of people, is when they walk through those doors, they're walking with, maybe not a lot of happiness on their face, not knowing what's going to happen, and by the time they leave, they've got the information that keeps them going.
Yep.
So we just hope the community will come out and support us, have lunch with us, and find one of these activities to participate in and
Sure.
join in.
Yeah.
There'll be lots of fun at all of them.
So it sounds it. I can't wait for the day.
I know. It's getting close.
It's getting close. We're all going to rest up prior to
You're
the
right.
25th. Ladies, I want to thank you so much for coming in today, letting us know all about Lend a Hand. Is there anything else? Is there anything I'm missing or that we've not
We've got
talked
a
about?
couple other areas that
Okay.
some other people that are doing things for Lend a Hand. Hackler Elementary is having a 5K walk for their students and teachers and parents. They've got 300 people
Oh my goodness.
coming to that. And the HHS Academy at the Mountain Home High School is doing a walkathon
Oh,
to
my
raise
goodness.
money
This is
for the
wonderful.
houses.
Isn't that great to get
Yeah.
the kids involved?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And then November 5th and 6th, Chicks and Spurs are doing an event out at the fairgrounds to raise money for the Peitz House.
I love it.
Oh,
I just love it.
It's great how
They're
everybody
having
just
a
pulls
pink
together.
night, aren't they?
Yes, yes. Pink for Peitz.
Pink for Peitz.
Right.
Yeah. We are so blessed in this community with the generosity, with the understanding of what we're trying to do, what's trying to be done by the foundation, Hospital Foundation. And it's just wonderful how generous the community is. They know the benefit of giving. So,
We love it.
yep, we sure do.
Blessings all the way around.
Yeah, you bet. Ladies, I will see you Tuesday, October 25th, maybe not at 6 a.m.
Oh, come on, Donna.
Maybe
Sure you
not
will.
at 6 a.m. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'll be listening to the radio. I
Okay,
can promise.
that's a
okay,
deal.
I can
That's a
promise
deal.
that. But I'm going to sure see you sometime during that day. So, thanks again for joining us. And
Thank you for
anything
having
else
us.
that you can? I want to be sure that if anyone wants further information, visit the website. Okay.
Absolutely. We've got all the events listed on there.
Okay, those are all
There's
listed.
a way to donate online.
Okay. They could give the foundation office a call at 508-1770.
That's correct.
Okay, and anything else we can share
And
with
if anybody
our
has
folks?
any questions about anything, they can call us. If they want to know anything further about the houses, we'll know where to direct them to.
Happy to do
Just
that.
let us know.
All right.
Right.
Estella Tulgreen, Cindy Costa, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you,
on
Donna.
BRMC's Healthy Connection today. It was
you.
a pleasure
We
having you.
appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll see you again next week. Bye.